Please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem by the North Duplin Junior Senior High School Band and our invocation by Pastor Marvin Mervin.
Let every heart pray. Our Father and our God, we come to you today with thankful hearts, full of joy for this occasion. Thank you for your love and your wonderful works that have brought us to this moment. As we gather today to celebrate the accomplishments of each graduate, let us not forget your blessings that got us here. Let us not forget every parent that sat up with these graduates, nor the teachers that taught, stood by, and encouraged them along the way. And now, because of your grace and your mercy, we have come to this moment. Though we celebrate the accomplishment of high school graduation, we also ask, O God, that you might lead, guide, and protect each graduate as they pursue new goals. If you would, Lord, wrap your loving arms of protection around them and give them the strength to meet the challenges that may lie ahead. Help them to know, O God, that there is nothing so great that cannot be conquered when their faith is in you. Give them the strength and the courage to step as you step and the patience of waiting when you have become still. Continue to bless this place, the administrators, teachers, and all staff who make these moments possible. And now we pray that your blessings might follow them as they begin the next phase of life full of joy, excitement, and promise. It is in the name of thine only Son, Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Please be seated. Good morning. I would like to welcome you on the campus of North Duplin Junior Senior High School for our live and in-person 66th commencement exercise. It is an honor and privilege to have the opportunity to serve as principal of this great school. I bring you greetings on behalf of the graduating seniors, faculty, and staff of North Duplin Junior Senior High School. Today, we're here to honor the achievements of the class of 2021. It is my pleasure to stand before you today as we celebrate the accomplishments of 78 young adults who have worked long and hard to reach this special day. This is our time to recognize the class of 2021. Each graduate that sits before us today deserves the opportunity to be acknowledged and celebrated. Each family member here today also deserves the right to hear their graduate's name called in honor of their achievements. It is for this reason we ask that all applause and cheers be held until all the graduates' names have been called. Please take a moment to turn off your cell phones, as we want this to be a celebration of these students with as little disruption as possible. We respectfully ask that all of you remain seated and refrain from moving up and down the bleachers because this creates noise. As we move forward in this ceremony, it is important we maintain the focus of what this event is about and show the proper respect this ceremony deserves. Class of 2021, the day that you have anticipated for so long has finally arrived. Here we are, your graduation day. This is a momentous occasion for you, your family, and your friends because it truly takes a community to raise a child. At this time, graduates, please join me in a round of applause in appreciation of all that your family has done to help get you here. We're also honored to have members of our Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Austin Abasahan, and Central Office staff members joining us this morning. Thank you for coming and for your commitment to our students. Before I share some words of wisdom, I want you to know how truly proud I am of you and how thankful I am to have been given the blessing of watching you grow as a student and a person since arriving at North Duplin. Believe it or not, graduation is my favorite day of the school year. I am blessed to be able to play a part in celebrating one of your biggest accomplishments to date. The last 14 months have been challenging for everyone, with virtual learning, rotating schedules, and a loss of many rites of passage seniors traditionally experience. You have exhibited grace and dignity in the face of adversity. You are to be commended. As you move to the next phase of life, I hope these unfortunate circumstances our country has faced serves as a reminder to you to always expect the unexpected and do not get thrown off course when obstacles appear from out of nowhere. In life, there will be things you can plan for and work toward. There will also be things you will see coming, but there are also going to be things that catch you completely by surprise. Things that will hit from out of nowhere and test who you are as a person. It is during those times of adversity and uncertainty that it will be more important than ever that you stay true to who you are. Keep people around you that make you a better person and keep you grounded, and always stay positive. This is only the beginning of the next part of your journey. As you move into the next stage of life, we would like to offer these pieces of advice. First, dream big. Go after everything you want and never let anyone tell you that you cannot accomplish your goals. In this life, you will have naysayers. Never let them win. Secondly, as you leave North Duplin, know this is your home. North Duplin is a part of your family. It is a family you will have for the rest of your life. No matter where you go or what you do, the North Duplin family will be there to support you. Always remember, once a rebel, always a rebel. Finally, I encourage you to always do what is right. Always do your best and treat others the way you would like to be treated and show people you care. Class of 2021, you will always hold a special place in our hearts. We love you and wish you the best. Thank you.
18 years have come and gone. For Mama they flew by, but for me they drug on and on. We were loading up that Chevy, both trying not to cry. Mama kept on talking and putting off goodbye, and she took my hand and said, baby, don't forget, before you hit the highway, you better stop for gas. And there's a 50 in the ashtray in case you run short on cash. And here's a map and here's a Bible if you ever lose your way. Just one more thing before you leave. Don't forget to remember me. Oh, this downtown apartment sure makes me miss home. And those bills there on the counter keep telling me I'm on my own. And just like every Sunday, I call Mama up last night. And even when it's not, I tell her everything's alright. Before we hung up, I said, hey Mama, don't forget to tell my baby sister that I'll see her in the fall. And tell me more that I miss her, yeah, I should give her a call. And make sure you tell Daddy that I'm still his little girl. Yeah, I still feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. Don't forget to remember me. Tonight I find myself kneeling by the bed to pray. I haven't done this in a while, so I don't know what to say. Lord, I feel so small sometimes in this big old place. Yeah, I know there's more important things, but don't forget to remember me. Don't forget to remember me.
Good morning and welcome. Mr. Jones, Ms. Sasser, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, class of 2021. Yes, we did it. In spite of hurricanes, pandemics, and Miss C's English class, we have persevered and are here today. It has been a crazy 13 years. Beginning with elementary school and jumping out of the windows to go to recess, learning to waltz, wearing our sparkly Ugg boots, and performing in Miss Becky Kern's Christmas play, we had such a fun time. Little did we know that learning the Heimlich maneuver on teddy bears in 4th grade was just the start of preparing us for this thing called life and the adversity we would face in high school. Middle school comes, and we are excited to be on a new campus and playing sports for the first time. In class, we did a lot of counting. Ayana, you know what I'm talking about. And who can forget the time when a mouse literally ran up Henry Carr's leg and bit him while at school? In 8th grade, Hurricane Matthew hit, and we were out of school for a couple of weeks. I guess that should have been our sign of what was to come later on in high school. I never thought that when Tyler Schoolcraft, Hannah Robinson, and I did a video on perseverance, that it would be a recurring theme for the class of 2021. As freshmen, high school starts off on a high with our football team winning the Eastern Regionals and playing in the state championship, our softball team winning the Easter tournament, and our band getting new uniforms. We were looking good, playing well, and feeling unstoppable. Then came sophomore year, where we were blown away by Hurricane Florence. It was at this point where we realized just how special it was to be a part of the Rebel family. Many of us came together to serve the community. Some of us went to shelters in Wallace to help. Some of us went to Miss Sheila Young's parents' house to help. Some of us helped make the Be Strong and Courageous signs for the hurricane benefit, but all of us found a way to rally together and serve the community. Without a doubt, we were Rebel strong and Duplin strong. Once we returned to school, things developed into a routine again. Jonah Williams played the role of a bug in Metamorphosis, and Tyler Costin had a snake use the bathroom on him in Mr. Allen Dupree's class. Like I said, these were just our typical routine events. Junior year starts off on a high again, as our class won the Spirit Stick during homecoming, and our student section at games was awesome. Remember the yellow cards at the volleyball game? And who can forget our pterodactyl games on the bus rides? In March, Celebrate Beta Week happens. We have a piñata, make t-shirts, and have donuts. Little did we know that was the end of school as we knew it. This thing called COVID happens, and the entire world shuts down. Not just for a few days or even a week or two, but for 14 months. Our class once again faced adversity, and we had to figure out a way to persevere and make it through these unprecedented times. I am pretty sure that no class in the history of North Duplin has ever had every year of high school disrupted. Yet, class of 2021, we did it. As Charles Dickens wrote, "It has been the best of times and the worst of times." We are here today to graduate and to celebrate our accomplishments in both the good and bad times. We have learned that life is not always easy. There will be curveballs thrown at us, but it is up to us to decide how we will respond. We have always been told to leave a legacy and achieve greatness. But greatness is more than grades, TikTok likes, trophies, and popularity. Those things do not define us. True greatness is shown in how we treat others, and our legacy is the relationships we create and the impact we have on those around us. For you see, class of 2021, the last 13 years have prepared us for this time. We have faced countless obstacles, yet we have learned the value of community and persevering together in times of need. Today, we say goodbye to North Duplin and this chapter of our lives. But today is the first day of the rest of our lives. I want to end with a Taylor Swift quote. "No matter what happens in life, be good to people. Being good to people is a wonderful legacy to leave behind. Remember the importance of community, giving back, and helping others. And always remember, it's a great day to be a rebel." Thank you.
Mr. Jones, Mrs. Sasser, faculty, friends, and family, welcome. Fellow graduates, we did it. We made it. We have turned the page on this rough and unexpected book called high school. However, I do not believe that we will talk about the closings as much as the opportunities and remarkable memories that we shared because of them. Our freshman year started with a hurricane. Our sophomore year, another hurricane. And our junior and senior years consisted of COVID. But as I stand here in front of the class of 2021, I want to say that it never stopped us. All of the distractions and delays along the way may have slowed us down, but at the end of the day, we are about to receive our long-awaited diplomas. I want to reiterate that we did it. I will always remember the times that we shared together. Times like Henry Carr jumping into a puddle after lunch because he was dared to. Or when Christian Powell dunked a basketball in the gym, and so did I, with the help of somebody being a stepping stool. Or when Mr. Alan Dupree called out Matthias McIntyre every day in biology. But I'm not here to remind you of the past. I'm here to encourage you as you go into the future. Right now, the future might seem like a dense and confusing fog. It may seem like the next step in front of us is the only sure one we have. But I'm here to tell you that no matter how scary it looks, no matter how lonely it seems, no matter how overwhelming it may be, we are rebels. And that means that however difficult it may be, we will succeed. I started off by talking about the past because of how it molded us into the people we are now. All of the closings and delays gave us a sense of responsibility and dependability that other classes did not have the chance to develop in high school. I can promise you, and I think I'm speaking for all of us when I say that we are different people than when we first started as freshmen, and we are ready to smoke whatever the future throws at us. Yes, the fog may seem dense now, but it will get clear. One day we will be on the other side by taking those one steps at a time, by trudging through every obstacle the future gives us. I promise that we will look back and say, I remember when I graduated high school, but what I did not know was that it was only the beginning. I could never imagine how happy I am right now. All of our successes will not look the same. Matthew Evans will be the co-owner of SpaceX with Elon Musk. Saul Mendoza will become the Bassmaster champion, only because I forgot to register for the tournament. Alyssa Britt will become the next American Idol, and Matthew Coltrane will put on the green jacket as he wins the Masters. What I'm saying is, whatever makes you happy, whatever you are good at, pursue it and have fun doing it. Do not let distractions and heartaches delay you from your success, whatever it may be. To be honest with you, I do not think distractions will faze us. We have seen our fair share of problems over the past few years, and I know that we will come out of whatever problem the future gives us with our feet planted firmly on the ground and our eyes looking forward. Lastly, class, remember those sitting beside you, and remember the one who breathed us into existence. Do not ever forget who got us this far and who will continue to guide us as we go on to do whatever we decide to do. You will always have the shoulders of the North Duplin staff, faculty, and friends to lean on. I would like to end my words of encouragement by telling you something that I first heard at FCA camp. Use this to guide you along your future paths. Somebody once told me that no matter what you go through or where you go in life, never forget who you are and whose you are. I have thoroughly enjoyed my past 4 years here, and I cannot begin to imagine what the future years will give us. I will always be a rebel and a member of this school, and I could not think of a better group of people to walk out with for the last time. I love you all so very much. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to recognize our top 10, our honor graduates, and our scholarship recipients. Please hold your applause until I have called out all names in each category. The top 10 of the class of 2021: Abdiel Eli Aguirre, Seth Daniel Albright, Andy Scott Cameron, Ivy Rose Cashwell, Matthew Stephen Evans, Madison Lee Kennedy, Hannah Sue Martin, William Gage Outlaw, Hannah Grace Robinson, Callie Rose Thornton. Our top 10 of the class of 2021. Please be seated. Our honor graduates of the class of 2021. Summa cum laude, Abdiel Eli Aguirre, Seth Daniel Albright, Matthew Stephen Evans, Madison Lee Kennedy, Ansley Caroline Norris, William Gage Outlaw. Callie Rose Thornton. Magna cum laude, Samantha Riley Beavers. Andy Scott Cameron. Ivy Rose Cashwell. Kaylin Faith Lane. Hannah Sue Martin. Hannah Grace Robinson. Aaron Wayne Wheeler. Cum laude, Alyssa Lorraine Britt. Caden Brock Dale. Jalissa Victoria Hernandez. Nicholas Emiliano Hernandez. Robert Kyle Holland. Taylor Marie Lynn Holtz. Delilah Morgan Rose. Barbara Marbell Perez Santiz. Genesis Santos. Tyler Chase Schoolcraft. Our honor graduates. Please be seated. Our scholarship recipients: Abdiel Eli Aguirre, Seth Daniel Albright, Ayana Nicole Barksdale, Samantha Riley Beavers, Alyssa Lorraine Britt, Andy Scott Cameron, Ivy Rose Cashwell, Angelise Isabel Castro Keach, Matthew Branson Coltrane, Caden Brock Dale, Matthew Stephen Evans, Savannah Nicole Gautier, Alexis Nicole Gibson, Autumn Gray Goodman, Nicholas Emiliano Hernandez, Matthew Scott Hines, Robert Kyle Holland, Taylor Marie Lynn Holtz, Madison Lee Kennedy, Wagner Slater Linez Pellico, Kaylin Faith Lane, Walter Lopez Hernandez, Michael Thomas Marson, Ansley Caroline Norris, Miriam Arona, William Gage Outlaw, Caleb Franklin Pate, Delilah Morgan Rose, Jessica Jasmine Ruiz Castro, Genesis Santos, Tyler Chase Schoolcraft, Callie Rose Thornton. Our scholarship recipients: please be seated.
I would like to request that you hold your applause until all graduates have received their diplomas. The parents of the graduates are asked to stand when the graduate's name is called. Please do not take photographs during the graduation ceremony. We hope that each of you will abide by these requests. William Gage Outlaw. Callie Rose Thornton. Please be seated. Melvia Matul Pop. Sylvia Patricia Perez Perez. Jose Wilson Lucas Vale. Genesis Santos. Angelise Isabel Castro Quiche. Barbara Marbel Perez Santis. Wagner Slater Linez Pelico. Hannah Grace Robinson. Miriam Arona. Ansley Caroline Norris. Shayla Salcedo Maldonado. Madison Lee Kennedy. Autumn Gray Goodman. Please be seated. Abdiel Eli Aguirre. Ayana Nicole Barksdale. Jalissa Victoria Hernandez. Jennifer Michelle Sabaha Chalil. Gladys Patistan Perez. Kanaya Chantel Keels. Elizabeth Marie Coronado. Esmeralda Rivera Lopez. Cassandra Reyna. Leslie Janet Morales Jimenez. Bria Yadith Amador. Aaron Wayne Wheeler. Evan Charles Cornigi. Please be seated. Seth Daniel Albright. Delilah Morgan Rose. Kaylin Faith Lane. Taylor Marie Lynn Holtz. Hannah Sue Martin. Alexis Nicole Gibson. Chloe Elizabeth Bishop. Alyssa Lorraine Britt. Mackenzie Dawn Letchworth. Savannah Nicole Gautier. Ivy Rose Casual. Robert Kyle Holland. Walter Lopez Hernandez. Please be seated. Ricardo Contreras Rodriguez. Juan Antonio Ramirez Flores. Jose Oswaldo Velasquez Lopez. Hector Danilio Velasquez Rosales. Freddie Dominguez Gonzalez. Christian Blake Bright. Henry Valencia Mariscal. Saul Lopez Mendoza. Samantha Riley Beavers. Cesar Ricardo Lopez Galvez. Aiden Tyler Lauren Munoz. Zachary Brian Weston. Alexis Pineda Pineda. Please be seated. Caleb Franklin Pate. Douglas Tristan Delicio. Nicholas Emiliano Hernandez. Jonah Taylor Williams. Henry Patrick Carr. Jessica Jasmine Ruiz Castro. Matthew Branson Coltrane. Matthew Scott Hines. Noel Amador Chavez. Colby Elijah Best. Andy Scott Cameron. Kevin Peyton Holloman. Michael Thomas Marson. Please be seated. Caden Brock Dale. Tyler Chase Schoolcraft. Matthew Stephen Evans. Jeffrey Tyler Costin. Christian Needham Powell. Please be seated.
Seniors, please stand. By the authority given to me by the state of North Carolina and the Duplin County Board of Education, I declare you the class of 2021 graduates of North Duplin Junior Senior High School. Moving the tassel from the right to the left is symbolic of a student's graduation from high school. At this time, you may turn your tassel. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2021 graduates of North Duplin Junior Senior High School.